Search for kidnapped teens enters 5th day. Netanyahu hints at expanded military operation. Arab MK's relative makes waves with call for return of teens. And thousands attend the Israeli Opera Festival at Masada. Shalom and welcome to the Jerusalem Post News. The top stories for June 17th. Today is the 5th day of Israel's search for the 3 teenagers who were kidnapped in the West Bank. Our military reporter Yaakov Lapin is on the line with the latest updates.
The IDF and Shin Bet continued their crackdown on Hamas in the West Bank overnight Tuesday, arresting over 40 suspects and bringing the total number of Palestinians in custody to 200 since the start of the kidnapping crisis. Most of last night's arrests took place in Nablus, where 1,000 soldiers carried out raids in the Balata and Al-Warta neighborhoods. The raids turned up a large quantity of weapons, security sources said, including guns, explosives, and grenades. The arrests represent one pillar of Israel's response to the kidnapping, targeting all forms of Hamas activity in the West Bank, be it terrorist or political. The other pillar centers on the classified investigation, which is aimed at tracking down the location of the abducted youths. Meanwhile, in Gaza, the Air Force bombed 4 targets in response to Palestinian rocket fire in southern Israel the previous day. Military sources said the Gazan and West Bank arenas are linked and that an escalation in the West Bank has the potential to trigger an escalation in Gaza and southern Israel.
Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu hinted at an expanded military operation in a public address that he gave last night.
אנחנו נמצאים כאן בעיצומו של מבצע מורכב. אנחנו צריכים להיות ערוכים לאפשרות שזה ייקח זמן. מדובר באירוע חמור ויהיו לו השלכות חמורות. כרגע אנחנו מתמקדים במשימה אחת, בהשבת הנערים, נערינו שנחטפו, ואנחנו גם פועלים נגד החמאס. עצרנו יותר מ-100 פעילי חמאס, אנחנו מבצעים גם פעולות נוספות ולא ארחיב עליהם את הדיבור.
Earlier today, the European Union officially condemned the kidnapping and called for the immediate release and safe return of the 3 youths. The EU's remarks trailed various statements from other entities in the international community that poured in by Sunday, immediately following announcements that these Shiva students had been abducted. Diplomatic sources in Jerusalem said yesterday that EU Foreign Policy Chief Catherine Ashton's failure to quickly condemn the kidnapping had not gone unnoticed. 16-year-old Mohammed Zawabi, a cousin of Balad MK Hanin Zawabi, has made waves with a video he released calling on terrorists to return the 3 missing boys.
For those terrorists who have kidnapped our kids, לאלו הטרוריסטים שחטפו את הילדים שלנו, ללהרהביה اللي خطفوا أولادنا, bring them back. And you better bring them back now. תחזירו אותם, ועדיף לכם להחזיר אותם עכשיו. רجعوهن, وأحسن لكم ترجعون. إسا.
Mohammed Zawabi, a resident of Nazareth, uploaded the video to YouTube on Saturday, which has since got tens of thousands of views. The Balad MK responded in an interview to Radio Tel Aviv Today, calling her relative twisted and disconnected from his Arab identity. She said that the kidnappers are not terrorists, but people who don't see any other way to change their reality. Foreign Minister Avigdor Lieberman promptly responded to Zawabi's comments, saying that she herself is a terrorist. Meanwhile, the young Zawabi wrote a letter to supporters saying that he is now keeping a low profile as he received death threats in response to the video. And thousands of people have been in the south over the last 6 days attending the Israeli Opera Festival at Masada. A new production of La Traviata by Giuseppe Verdi was the focus of the festival, which is running for the 4th year. Today is the last day of the festival. Israel's tourism ministry, which has given financial backing to the festival, said many more visitors had come to the country specifically to attend the festival, and the number was now around 3,000 tourists. That's it for today. We'll be back tomorrow with more headlines. Until then, shalom from the Jerusalem Post studio.